I changed it into my Sex and the City t-shirt. This is another thing that gives you the perspective about my age. Hello! Today, I think you read the title, I am showing you how I try to make this hair sparkle between my hairdresser appointment, because doing this hair on and by the hairdresser is very expensive, so I'm trying to take little breaks between the appointments, and I also have to cover my white hair, my gray hair, because yes, I'm 40, but since I was 18 years old I started to go gray with my hair, so I have to find solutions to not have these differences from my roots and the other hair. So I am going to show you how I do. The first thing that I'm doing is to change into more appropriate clothes, because this white shirt is not the most appropriate thing, because my hair is blue. So I think I have to change into darker clothes, and of course clothes that it's not so important and precious in my eyes. So now I changed it into my Sex and the City t-shirt. This is another thing that gives you the perspective about my age, because I am a fan of Sex and the City, and when it first premiered I was ending my high school. Now I'm going to brush my hair and wash them, and after I'm going to show you what I'm using to refresh my hair dye. Here I am. I have my towel, and now I'm going to show you how I am dyeing my hair and what I'm using. So I am using this, which is called Stargazer, and is a semi-permanent hair dye or hair color, and the shade is is soft blue, so is this kind of shade. It says that gloves are included, but I'm using my own gloves because they are too big for me. And so I am dyeing everything, and I am trying to cover everything as much as I can. So you can see this is Stargazer. Is famous here in Italy because it's been the first semi-permanent crazy color hair dye, so a lot of people know the Stargazer brand. And if I can give you one advice, is to cover your faucet with something. I am using the bean bag, because this kind of hair color tends to be really permanent on the other surfaces that are not your hair, so maybe they won't last very much on your hair, but a lot in your shower, in your bathroom in general. So be careful and use something to cover not only yourself but also the surfaces of your bathroom. Now I am going to use this. So this is the regular normal cap, I can call, and the brush to apply the hair dye on my hair. And so I have finished. As you can see, I have my hair dye on. I have to wait about 25 minutes, and I am putting a shower cap and also something more, because here, I don't know in the other parts of the world, but here in Italy, Northwest, is very cold in January, and so I have to put something more to not freeze myself. So this is the shower cap. I have multiple reasons to use it. First, of course, to not expand hair dye all around my house, but also because it gets a little bit of warmth and helps hair to absorb the hair dye better. So these are the reasons, and now I have to wait, and then I can wash everything off. Another advice: always use your hand gloves, because this kind of hair dye are very bright, so they will transfer on everything from your nails to your hands and in general your skin and so on. So please always use the gloves, and use good gloves, not the one that come with your hair dye, because usually they are very thin and not so useful. So invest in a packet. I am using this, for example. So they are very basic, but they do their job, and so this is something that you should do too if you want to dye your hair at home. And you can see this is the final result. It's not dramatically different from before, but first I had the possibility to cover my gray hair, and second, the color is more vibrant and is more blue, so it's a good result. Now I'm going to dry my hair, and I don't know if I am putting my rollers now or I will wait about an half hour, because I want to drink a coffee, and maybe I will take a break and then I will put my rollers on to get my wet set done. And this is the final result. My hair after the hair dryer. This is my natural hair. My hair is not so beautiful, and I had a lot of problems a few years ago. At first, one of my hairdresser completely destroyed my hair with a very aggressive hair dye. They became like something that is completely dead, so like hay. Okay, and then I had to reconstruct them. I said into my vlogmas that I always forget it in English. Hair is a singular word and not a plural. In Italian it is, so I always get confused about this only thing of English language. And I was saying, and then I had thyroid problems. My hair starting to fall off, and very much. I lost a lot of hair, and then I started to take my cure for my hormonal imbalances, and they start to grow up. It started to grow up back, and I started my cure 2 years ago, and now we're at a good point. So they are very much stronger. It is much stronger, and the consistency and the sensation at your touch is not the best. They are dry, and I have to convince myself that I will not have beautiful hair, that I can do what I can, so I am taking supplements and so on. I am curing my hair very much, but my hair is like that, and I have to accept that, and this is fine. But when I dry, my hair is like this, so it's straight, but with little waves. This is because they are very frizzy, and this is because I have this that not beautiful hair. And now I'm going to take a break and drink a coffee after this big explanation, and then I think I'm putting my hair rollers on. And so here we are. Now I am putting the rollers into my hair, and I am trying, in these weeks I am trying to abandon the habit to use very little rollers. The fact is that I'm always worried that my hair won't keep the curls, and I am using smaller rollers. But I also understand that the smaller the rollers, the shorter the hair, and sometimes I wake up and get off my curlers and I look like Gene Wilder in Young Frankenstein. So I will like to change this thing. So I'm using the smallest rollers only for the front sections over here. And to set, I'm using the regular setting lotion from Lotta Body. I am using a very low dilution, can I call it like that? Very little amount of water, because again, my hair is not so cooperating into keeping the curls, and so I am afraid that with too much water I will wake up with little waves and nothing more, and not the vintage look that I'd like to see in the mirror. And so these are the little curlers. These are sponge rollers, and I got them on Amazon. And so I have the smallest rollers here. There's my cat, so maybe you will see him running around. And now I am using the bigger rollers there. I have explained multiple times how I curl my hair, so maybe it's not interesting, and I'm cutting some passages. If you want, you can watch the other videos in which I am explaining how I curl my hair. But I am using the medium rollers here, and I'm trying not to do a very big mess. Another thing that I have to avoid is to pull my hair, so to have a very tight curl. I tend to pull too much and to use too much strength to do my rolling up, and this is not something that will help your hair to be very healthy, and will distress a little bit your hair scalp. But this is my insecurity, I can say so, insecurity about my hair, and the fact that since I was little I've always dreamed about having curls. And when I was in 8th grade, so we don't have the American, for example, school system, I have to think about how to call our grade. So in middle school, when I was about 13 years old, I got a permanent for my hair, and the result was a disaster. I looked like a lion, and you can see I'm little, so I am thin, and my face is particular. I can say it's not very big, but has some features that I don't like to show with a lot of confidence, like my nose. And the only thing that was was underlined was my nose. So I had this big crown of hair and my nose. So I decided that I won't ever get permanent again in my whole life. And but the fact that my hair is not so pleasant to watch, and also the fact that I'm passionate about vintage style, brought me to the fact that I have to curl my hair. And so we are here curling the hair with the curlers and sponge rollers. I've finished. It's been a long process, but all my rollers are in place, and now I think that until tomorrow they won't be taken off. And I think that also I am going to do my morning class with this on, because it's dynamic and a class in which I usually sweat, and I don't want that my hair will lose the curls because of my activity as a personal trainer. So I think that the scarf will be used also tomorrow morning, and at midday I will maybe take everything off and I will enjoy my hair. So thank you for just watch this video to for your company and for your presence. Please give a thumb up if you liked this video and subscribe to the channel, because we want that it grows. And thank you, and see you soon.